Yeah, and I messed that up. Totally. Totally. All right, let's do this again. Take two. See, I wasn't late, Jack, but I got it wrong. Oh, that's too high up. See, I'll back up here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are around the world. Welcome to Kilroy's World. Welcome to my messy shop. Paul, you have nothing on me. And Jack, I don't think you do either. This place is the pit's messy. So what are we doing today?
Jack in the shop.
Like I said,
Says,
let's see what Jack's got to say.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, yeah. So what I'm working on. Oh wait, this was the Epson that I had on one of the prior. Well, I'm listening to myself on TV. I'm gonna have to do something about that on one of the prior retros. One of these has got a bad battery. I don't remember what the other one had. Actually, I forget. But I know that I've got a controller right here. Now this is MFM
Says, howdy.
and PETA, and I also have some other machines that, by golly, we're going to have a booting drive tonight. I'm tired of this. I've been kind of waiting for the retro stream to come on so that I can do this. I got to turn this off. What is making noise? So I know if I say something, where is it coming from? I can't mute the computer. I thought I had turned it off. The TV sound. Because I hear an echo. I hear an echo of myself like I've always have out here. And I don't understand why. Because I've got everything turned off. We've been through this before.
Chris Nealon.
Hello, Chris Nealon.
Says, and howdy from YouTube as well.
And howdy. And howdy from YouTube, and howdy to Twitch. We're out there in Twitch land too. Chris, did you pick it up on YouTube or on Twitch? Well, I guess I'm just have to ignore myself. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe if I turn the input capture off, you can still hear me, right? In fact, I want to say yes. No, it's muted out.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon. Says, apparently I'm on both platforms, LOL.
You're on both platforms, eh? You're on both platforms, eh? You're on both platforms, eh? Well, apparently I'm too dumb to figure out why I'm getting echo on my end. Anyway, let me go back to this thing. I'm sure you guys will remember
Snockrasher Canada.
This thing right here that we worked on.
Good evening, all good people.
Hello, Greg.
Jack in the shop. Says, we get to hear you twice.
Well, yeah, if you go to Twitch and YouTube, unless there's another problem. I wonder if I go over here.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon. Says, booty drive like a booty call, LOL.
Booty call, huh? Booty call, yes. Wonder. You know what? There is an echo cancellation button and it's right here. So now, I don't think you guys hear an echo, and neither do I, right? Anyway, I will continue as if it worked. So, oh no wait, that's that camera there. All right, so what I'm going to do here is take out this
Jack in the
controller.
Shop says, oh, that got loud here, good.
Okay, good.
Snockrasher Canada.
Good.
Says, no echo and volume up.
All right, I'll leave the echo, and you guys can adjust the volume on your end. I'm still hearing on mine. It's driving bananas. So let's see if we can take. Oh, and I'm looking at the monitor instead of or YouTube instead of the monitor. Anyway, this card needs to go in right here, and maybe we can boot both the hard drive and the floppy on there. So that's the plan. If not, like I said, I've got other computers that we might be able to steal something out of, or I don't know. I'm definitely in need.
Storm vs Shadow W.
Hey, Storm.
Says, Saludos Kilroy.
Saludos a usted, Storm. Tengo que cambiar el controlador este de disco. Tengo que desarmar toda esta computadora y arreglarla. Pero lo que voy a hacer...
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon. Says, Echo gone lost live chat for a bit, but it's back.
Es ponerlo aquí. Echo long... You're back, or the chat's back, or the echo's back? So let's continue.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon. Says, chat is back.
Okay, good.
Storm
I guess.
vs Shadow W. Says, Key Nostalgia SEVE en perfecto estado.
Y este es el malo, el viejo. This is definitely nostalgia. This is retro. Retro Friday. Es retro viernes.
Batman.
Aquí.
Says,
Mira.
tech stuff.
Wait. It is, Batman. Aquí hay otro. And look at those. Look at those down there.
Batman.
Anyway. Oh, look, there's
Green
another one
Goldberg.
over there. This is what we got to do, though, is take this thing out. So in the process, let's go above the seeking cam. The seeking
Batman.
cam.
Says, what you do.
So I changed this one and put it in another board, Batman. And you know, I'm just going to do it. Let's see. Can I? Oh, wait a second. No. No, that's not going to work. That's just the hard drive controller. That's not even the floppy controller. Here's the floppy controller. So this is out the window. Oh, man. All right. Ya me encabroné. You know, I don't... Oh, yeah. Bring another one over here. We'll make it happen one way or another, I think. No, because I still don't have a controller. It's all right. We gotta find one to start up. Ooh, why is that? Hello. There we go. Yep, see, I need a floppy controller, a DOS boot disk, and a hard drive controller. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch over on this one to that. I can't see what we're seeing. Look at that. Look how dirty that is. So this one here is a SCSI controller. If I remember correctly, this one went to a multi CD-ROM that I have somewhere. We've got a VGA card here. Remember we were needing one the other day? I've got a modem and the floppy comes off the motherboard here and probably the controller or the hard drive over there. But I don't think this one boots. I can certainly try it. I got a solid tone on this is what I remember correctly, if I remember correctly. Did I ever change? Yeah, I'm pretty certain I changed the battery on. We could at least try to change the battery out. But I think I had a solid tone on this one.
Jack in the shop says, I think that case has been used before.
It has been. And it's been sitting for like 20 years, Jack. I've got some that are even worse than this. Yeah, I'm just going to do... Well, there's no sense. This says it has a solid tone and it gave me a 9383 error. I'm going to go find another case. I'll be right back. Oh my God. This one's horrible. Let me lower this down. Here's this one. I don't know if we've got... Look at that. Look at that right there. Let me see if I can get this really... Yeah. No, I need it closer to me. So let's take and put it up
Jack
here.
in the shop says, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to have to blow this one out before I turn it on. You hear me breathing hard, guys? Because I am. Oh, man. I'm going to definitely have to set this one outside and flip it over.
Jack in the shop says, close your eyes when you blow it out.
Well, I'm even going to put on a mask, too. You see all those dirt drop-ins down there? Yeah. We'll see, guys. I think this is a Pentium system of some kind. But it might have a working hard drive. And it's got a CD-ROM and a floppy. Notice I said CD-ROM. It's a 50X. Ooh. And look! I can't see the monitor, sorry. Hey guys, it's Y2K ready.
Jack in the shop says Y2K.
Yeah, Y2K. All right, so let me take this back down off the bench. Roll it outside. I'm gonna turn the compressor on. Let me know how loud the compressor is.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, packing up for a pen turning so's Zion tomorrow with my turning club.
I guess you're gonna turn a pen? I guess you're gonna turn a pen now, Chris?
Jack in the shop says, I have a ton of pen blanks, no way to turn them. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, teaching newbies how to turn pens.
Gotcha. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take this monster outside, see if I can't clean it up. We'll change the battery out, see if it'll power up. The nice thing is it's on wheels, and I can just roll it over there. All right.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon
Be right back.
says, Jack, if you have a drill press you can turn a pen, lol. Jack in the shop says, no drill press. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, well, that sucked then. Snowcrusher Canada says, I started to turn a pen a couple hours ago, I should try to finish it. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, pens are a 5-minute project, Greg. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, maybe 10. Snowcrusher Canada says, not for me, Chris, lol. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, or sometimes years.
All right, I'm going to blow it out. I'll be right back.
Snowcrasher Canada says, I started to turn one out of brass from scratch with a bolt action. Jack in the shop says, I heave a few purple heart and a bunch of walnut. Customize a screen printing says, hello Kiro E79763, good evening to you my friend, watching you on my phone. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, there is a season turn. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, LOL.
Yeah. Is that too loud, guys?
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, what? Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, LOL. Snowcrasher Canada says, not too loud.
Ooh, Snow Crusher Canada. Ooh, CA. I like that. I like that.
Customize a screen printing says, Kilroy, what are you doing?
I am. Well, I'm looking at the wrong place. Excuse me. Let's see. I started out with trying to find a controller for this thing. I have not been successful yet. I thought I had a controller in one of the Epsons that I have. Nah, that ain't working. Don't have a controller. There's one other place before I even go to this one here. This one's got a bad power supply, and you know, man, let's change this view here, guys. Sorry. So this thing here, oops. This thing here has got a controller, but I really don't want to mess with this. This is a full site height, and I think this is actually for the hard drive. Yeah, this other one's the floppy controller, and it's just as big. So no, I'm not going to mess with these.
Snowcrasher Canada.
This thing's got a bad power supply in it.
Don't know how it shows on your end, but the CA is supposed to be Canadian flag emoji.
Well, it actually says Canada. When Didn't it say that? I thought I heard that. Here we go. Let's put this one back. Nah, I'm not gonna mess with this one. This one's too, not necessarily rare, but too vintage. Yeah, let's put it that way. And heavy too.
Jack in the shop says, it says Canada, but it is the flag.
Yeah, and it does say Canada though. Yeah, it is the flag, yes.
Jack in the shop says, in chat, Rock
Yep.
and Woodworks says,
Eloy!
vintage retro heavy.
¿Qué pasó?
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, as a loyal United States American, I humbly apologize to my Canadian friends.
There's the power supply, guys, that I need to replace for that one. We're not going to do that today, by no means. I've got one, but I need to make sure it works before I swap it out. Also, the one that I got. So, where we're at right now...
Rush for Canada says, Eloy, you're late to the meeting.
Late, Eloy. But Eloy, it's great to have you here, man. So this one's... I don't know if this one's going to boot either. This is a heavy case. And it's filthy still, look. Oh, wrong one. Move this back.
Rock and Woodworks says, I'm invading Canada from the comfort of my computer with
This
close
one's...
access to the fridge and toilet, LOL.
This one's a newer machine. It's got a, man, whew, I'm almost scared to boot this one up. This is the power system for the flag, for the fans. So that tells me that these fans, that this fan is a 120 right here. This one here. So I think that's how that one was set up. Oh hell, and it's wired to this one over here that just popped off that. All right, so it's wired to this one. But those are just extra fans that have been added. Overall, we got a VGA card in here, yeah. Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm going to fire this thing up. Maybe I shouldn't quite put it that way. I guess I'm too zoomed out on this. Let's see if I can zoom out. Or in, I should say. Or out, yeah.
Jack in the shop says, nice ground strap, LOL. Snock Rush for Canada says, I don't want to know what you're eating out of the fridge if you need to be close to the toilet, LOL. TK's
Yeah.
T Prince.
Hey, TK.
Says, boot it and release the blue smoke.
Exactly. Exactly.
Rock and Woodworks.
That's what you guys are all here for.
LOL.
Okay? That's what you guys are all here for. So I won't, you know, deprive you of that. Oh, and we're upside down, aren't we? No, we're not. We're right side up. It's got a transform on the other end. All right, let me tell this thing. Okay.
Snock Rush for Canada
Whew.
says, hey TK, Jack in the shop says, leftover Taco Bell.
Oh
TK's
boy.
T Prince says, just wear some rubber gloves. TK's T
Here's
Prince
this. Let's
says,
hook it up.
Hello there, Snow Crusher.
This has got two extra. It's got a network port, but I don't think it's a regular network card. I think it's a Lantastic network card. I don't know, it might be. I don't remember. All right. USB, serial, keyboard. Let's put a keyboard on it. There's a keyboard. All right, guys. Let's find a power cord. I have a power cord here. No, this is for that. Yeah, and I'm going to turn that off too. I don't need it right now. All right.
Customize a screen printing. Says. That is an old computer, Kilroy.
It is. It is. This one, it's probably 90s. I don't remember.
Snow Crusher.
I had a bunch of SCSI drives in it.
That thing is as big as a house.
Yeah, it is. It is.
TKSD Prints. Says. That has to be the worst. You build an old PC and go to plug the keyboard in and realize you don't have one with that connector.
Oh, I do, though. It is a 5-pin DIN, too. I got all sorts of flavors of keyboards. Yes, Earl? No, right now what I'm missing is an ISA or EISA hard drive floppy controller. Really 16-bit EISA. So here we go. Here's the power.
TKSD Prints. Says. I know you do. I think I have one of them somewhere, but that is the problem. Where LOL.
Well, I guess that doesn't seem to want to go in. All right. Here we go, guys.
Rock and Woodworks.
Ooh.
Says, my comment over invading close to fridge.
Oh, look at that.
Warriors everywhere.
We got a post, guys. We got a CMOS checksum error. I can't see because this thing's so big. Anyway, okay. Let's stop right here. And let me turn this thing back off. Set it back down. Listen to it. It sounds like an airplane, doesn't it? Here we go. Okay, let me set it down on the ground.
TKSD Prints. Says. Yeah, screen is flipped on cam. Everything is left to right, or is that right to left?
Something like that. Let me put another little screw in here. Oh, it is? Yeah, I'll fix that in a second too,
Customize
guys.
a screen printing.
Gotcha.
Says. Cool, Kilroy.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked.
Snow Crusher
Let me put
says,
a couple of screws
and no smoke
in
yet,
right here.
Rick.
Yeah. That's a good thing. Come on. Yeah, this thing was just floating there on 2 screws.
TKSD Prints. Says. Only realized when I seen the BIOS boot up. Jack in the shop. Says. Love the fan mount.
Yeah. and this one's got what are these things? Tie wraps? And it ain't going nowhere, guys.
TKSD Prince says.
Yeah, this one.
Well, back in them days, they were built like tanks. LOL.
This one just keeps swinging in the wind, right?
Jeff's Train World Ho.
And this is a 110 fan. Both of these. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Maybe I should turn the fans on and have blow all the crap out of it. All right.
Jeff's Train World Ho. No Gauge says. What's up?
What's up, Jeff? All right. So let's get this down to where I can get to the screen.
Jeff's Train World Ho. No Gauge says. I could use that fan for my trains.
Yeah, it's a 110
Crush
also.
Canada says. Hello, Jeff. Jeff's Train World Ho.
All right.
Gauge says.
Let's take a peek.
Hi, Snow.
Let's take a peek. See, I want to go ahead and... Did you guys say that this was backwards or something? Is that what you guys were telling me?
TKSD Prince says. Yeah, it says LLED.
Okay, hold on.
TKSD Prince says. On the monitor.
Yeah.
Jeff's Train
Exactly.
World Ho. No Gauge says. Hey, we're under tornado watch and T-storm watch. Jack in the shop.
Yeah,
says,
it's been real bad all over
I
the
could
place.
use that fan. I am building an airplane.
Transform, right?
Stop Crush for Canada.
Transform.
Yes, mirror.
Show transition. Yeah, mirror.
Niantic River Woodcrafting
Transform.
with Chris Nealon says.
Flip
Mirror
horizontally.
your camera.
Flip horizontally. There we go, guys. There we go. All right. While I was in there, I should have zoomed in a little bit. Hold on. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Or a lot, actually.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says. Dell really. Jack in the shop says. What the Dell?
What the Dell?
TKSD Prince says. Well, monitor is Dell. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says. I expected a gateway, LOL.
I do have a gateway also. But this is just a Dell monitor. Okay, here we're going to turn this thing on again. And maybe try to go into BIOS. Will it start up again? Yep, there it goes. Pentium 2, MMX, 400 hertz. It's got a max torque 5T30. F1 to continue. CMOS, check some error. So let's go into CMOS. Let's just enter setup real quick. Let's take a look. Alright, standard CMOS setup. Ooh, look, the date is January 1, 1999. Today is Pi Day, right?
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says. Pentium 2 be back in 4 hours when it finishes loading.
Right?
TKSD Prince says. LOL, I remember back in them days there was a new chip every couple of months.
Yes. 225, okay. Alright, what time is it, guys? I guess I need to look at my phone. 8:41. Oh, and it's 2041. And we won't worry about the seconds. You know, I probably do need to change the battery out on this thing. So, yeah, I'll have to. All right, and it hasn't found any hard drives So let's just shut this down real quick for a second.
TKSD Prince says, LOL, what country? It's 141M for me.
Yeah, right? All right, let me see if I can change this thing without lifting it back up there. Man, that thing is heavy. Come on, little screwdriver. Maybe I can use this one. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this, guys. I'm not even going to try to attempt to show you guys. I'm just trying to give myself enough room so I could get down in here.
Jack in the Shop says, that was back in the days when you had to know what you were doing. Now we have PC parts picker to pick and buy your parts.
I have to agree with you, Jack. I wonder how many people these days know what an IRQ is. 2032. I get these things by the dozen. Well, actually by the tens. Come on. Come on.
Jack in the Shop says, no one sets IRQ anymore.
I know.
Snockrusher Canada.
It's all plug and
says,
play.
I remember ICQ.
Yeah, I remember ICQ too. One of these
TKSD
computers
Prince
has
says,
ICQ on it.
I could not even tell you what was in my own PC without looking at the specs back then. I was so on top of everything you had to back then.
Yep.
Snockrusher Canada.
Yeah, I agree.
Says, and my space.
Yep. All right, we got a new one of these. Let's replace it. Oh.
Customize a screen printing. Says, Kilroy, I am just watching you on my phone.
Well, glad to have you here, Joey. All right. The battery holder feels kind of floppy. Let's see if this thing will boot up again, guys. Yep, there it goes.
TKSD Prince says, I was more a Merc, or was it Merc used to use it all the time?
It did find primary IDE as this. See some checker, defaults loaded, F1 to continue. Let's go back in again. What was that, by the way? Let me look at the chat, guys. You know, I do have VGA to USB
Jack in the Shop
or to
says,
Oh
MIRC.
yeah.
TKSD Prince
Oh yeah, like
says,
interlay.
Merc was like an early version of Discord.
Internet relay chat, right? All right, let's look. Let's look at CMOS. Yeah, we got to change it again. Oops. March.
Jack in the Shop says,
14th.
Yup.
Yep. 14th, 2025. Okay. Time, what did they say we was? Time, 8:46. Oops. No, 20:46. Well, I hope you guys are doing well today. We've been windy and here we go, 8:46. It's been bad. I know Jeff's had tornadoes over there.
I used to mumble a lot.
Now see, I'm tempted to change this, but I'm just leaving it auto. I think it found the drives. If I do a save here, I think that's all we need to do. So let's escape. I don't think there's anything else in here I need to change or play with. Let's just F10 to save and exit. Yes, let's see if we get an OS, guys. Fingers crossed, everyone. I heard the hard drive. For better CPU performance, disable L2 cache. I think it's going to boot. It's verifying DMI pool. Success.
Customize a screen printing. Says, I am getting better from being sick, my friend Kilroy.
Windows XP. Well, I'm glad to hear you're getting better, but sorry to hear you're ill.
Snockrusher Canada says, we are in for freezing rain tonight and tomorrow.
Ooh.
TKSD Prince says, best version of Windows there was.
Well, we'll see, guys. We'll see.
Says, WinXP.
WinXP.
TKSD Prince says,
Windows is starting up.
Where all the bugs were. Customize a screen printing.
Control Delete the login.
Says, had a small cold.
Oh my God, what's my password? Nope. Okay. Oh, and I have no mouse also.
Jeff Robinson says, I got a 27-inch 12-volt monitor for Christmas. The computer radios and monitor are running on a 13-volt LiFePO 4 battery.
Nice.
Jack in the shop says,
cordless?
I would use a hex key editor to change the start button to Jack.
Jack. Ah.
Snockrusher Canada says, Admin Oregon 12346.
Oh, my password has expired and must be changed?
Says, or password.
I don't remember my old password. Okay.
TKSD Prince.
Let's see if that works.
Log in as a new user.
Yeah. I keep wanting to reach for a mouse. So let's see. Let's see. Believe it or not, there is a USB port on the back of that thing. What I'll have to do probably is take the hard drive out and hack the password. I think I can do it on Windows XP. I'm just going to have to get nefarious. Did that make any noise? Oh, there's my mouse.
Jack in the shop.
Nope.
Says, OPH crack. Jack in the shop says, CD. Snockrusher Canada says, I have a 4-page Word document of all my passwords.
Yeah.
TKSD Prince says, think you can enter as a new user, can't you?
Tab. Well, I need a mouse first. Let me find
Rock
a
and Woodworks
mouse.
says, one of the best OS.
I know I have tons of mice. The question is where?
TKSD Prince says, agree Rock and Woodworks. TKSD Prince says, hated leaving it.
I guess the drivers haven't loaded for the USB. Yep. All right, let me see if I've got a PS2 mouse.
Jack in the shop says,
Try this one.
you can trick it into CMD at startup and do a net user's username to reset the password.
Okay, we'll get there maybe. Hopefully, won't have to, right? Still no miss. Ah. All right, let's see. Can I tab? Okay. All right, let's see. Now, if it got me to this point, that means I must have put in the right password, right? Oh, the old username and password is incorrect. Letters. Okay. Nope, the main user password is incorrect. So my question is what did I type? Come on, guys, you got to tell me this. That got me to here.
Jeff Robinson says, Windows XP did not come with drivers, you had to add them after you boot the system, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Here, let's focus in on this. So I'm out of the way while we hack. If I can remember the password, we're okay. Let's see.
TKSD Prince says, did you have any caps in it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. Okay, I'm getting lost, so I think I'm going to start writing down what I'm typing. So see, the passwords I typed this time.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, "Hey, I'm going to check my camper. Be back in a few."
Okay, Chris.
Jeff Robinson says, "Our embroidery machine still runs on XP."
Let me try this again, because this time I got a different error message.
Jeff's Train World Ho, N.O. Gauge says, "What are you making?" TK's D Prince says, "Oh, try options. There may be something there, like have it email you, etc."
No, it's not connected in any way, shape, or form.
Jack in the Shop says, "I would not want XP on the net."
Oh. Oh. Hmm. Hmm.
Snockrusher Canada says, "If I could turn back time." Jeff Robinson says, "If you don't add a password and hit OK, would that work?"
Well, it wants the. Are you serious? I thought it was going to want a password. Oh my gosh. So let's just hit enter. Oh, that's crazy. Jack? Another score for Jack. Was my password blank? No, it couldn't have been. It certainly is now. Wow. 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 Now is when we wait for half an hour for it to boot.
TK's D Prince says, "This is when all the PRN starts showing up, lol."
Right?
Jack in the Shop says, "WTC." Jack in the Shop says, "LOL." Jack in the Shop says TA.
Amazing. Amazing. Holy smokes.
Snockrusher Canada says, oh, sexy background image.
Yeah. A little reverse cleavage there. I'll let you guys comment
Jack in the shop
about
says,
what we're seeing.
I remember that image.
Yes, yes. Well, obviously it was one of my favorites back then, right? Since it's my screen background. Well, this thing looks
Customize
like
the
it's
screen
booting.
printing. Says, nice background screen, Kilroy.
Yeah, I believe that's been what the conversation has been there. You know, I guess I can back up now.
TKSD Prints says, is this when you remember you stopped using the machine due to a mass virus infection and it's all Pink Floyd?
It's Pink Eye Floyd. Well, now I've got to figure out how to input the VGA, but I need a VGA adapter. I don't have a VGA adapter. I've got an HDMI adapter. So I guess I'll have to get one of those so that I can have it in, so I can have my VGAs in OBS. So, wow. I don't even know what all I've got on here. Look at this, guys. LimeWire.
Jack in the shop says, OMG. Jack in the shop says, LOL.
Hey, look, it says updates are ready for your computer. Click here to download these updates.
TKSD Prints says, this was back in the day when the only things we was printing was on paper.
Let's see what we have in startup. Oh no, I can't. I can't because I don't have a mouse that works. Let me see if I can find a serial mouse too.
TKSD Prints says, LOL, your update is for Windows 11. Jack
Right?
in the shop says, tab.
Thinking.
TKSD Prints says, oh yeah, tab key.
Yeah, I can do tab, but you know, let's do that. Let's get back out of it. See if it'll recognize. I've got a PS2 mouse plugged in, and I have a well, and I have a USB also, but none of them are working. Hold on a second. None of these are plugged into USB either, so that doesn't help.
Customize a screen printing says, Kilroy to bad your monitor what as the touch screen.
Right?
TKSD Prints says, I think you could also move the mouse, I think, with keys.
Yeah, and you can do the tab key. You can change to the different. Oh, I just killed it, guys.
Jack in the shop says, you can't move mouse with key, but you can use tab key.
Well, no, I mean, I just reset the system by moving the card that the mouse is on. So let's wait for this thing to boot back up. It basically reset it. Glad I didn't fry it. I'll have to take this thing and set it down, and on the bench and look down into it.
TKSD Prince says, oops.
Well, I mean, I didn't realize that it was gonna, short anything out. And
TKSD Prince.
but looks like
says,
no harm.
Yeah, as I said, they are like tanks in them days.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Can you paint my window, please?
Your window?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just,
Okay.
yeah. How much?
20 euro.
Easy. Here you go.
Uh-oh. This is the oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. In the meantime, this guy's painting a window. We're just waiting it to boot up. Will the mouse work? Nope, still no mice. Ah, there we go. We got a mouse. All right, so reboot's all it took. Good.
TKSD Prince says, yeah.
Yep. Oh, and it just shut down again, guys, and I didn't touch it this time. So, whatever is doing it, it wasn't me this time. Let's see if I can... If I Control-Alt-Delete...
Jack in the shop says, overheating.
Yeah, that could be it. But it's coming right back, though.
Jack in the shop says, fan running. Mrs. Green Thumb says, hello, I caught you on Kilroy.
Hello, Mrs. Green Thumb. Okay, I have a fan on it now.
Says, now it may be the card creating conflict is the card screwed in. Mrs. Green Thumb says,
it is.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, Mrs. Green Thumb. Mrs. Green Thumb grows stuff and also has a green thumb because she painted her nail green. But she's a really good horticulturist, I guess.
Mrs.
Gardener?
Green Thumb says, thanks.
You're most welcome.
TKSD Prince says, hello there. Mrs. Green Thumb says, LOL, very true. Jeff Robinson says, did you remove the USB mouse?
No, the USB mouse is
Mrs.
still
Green
plugged
Thumb
in.
says, well, sounds good, or Gardner.
Gardener? Do you have any special gardening titles like electricians do? You know how you have apprentice and I don't know, journeyman and master or something like that. Is any type of? I've seen some of your stuff. It's really good.
Mrs. Green Thumb says, why are we naked, ladies?
I'm booting up a computer from the 90s. Actually, it's from the 2000s, I guess. I don't know.
Mrs. Green Thumb
1999,
says, no, I have no official title.
and it's Y2K ready. We're not dead. Oh, there it goes. And I do have those fans on, guys. One of them anyway. I didn't plug in the other one. I want to make sure that I have that I can boot all the way back up and boot all the way back down before I go ahead and set it on the bench and do a little open heart surgery on it. Yeah, and I'm going to try to be real gentle with it because I think that card is what's shorting out.
I used to do a lot of gardening back in the day, used to also be a landscape designer, and also used to be a groundsman for a football club. Hated that, spend all week getting that pitch perfect.
And then they'd come in and mess it all up, right? So, let me find something.
Mrs. Green Thumb says, I understand that TK's D Prince says,
here's
just to have them trash it on Saturday, then start again on Monday.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Here's what I planted this. Yeah, I got my Fred Flintstone markers, which is just sticks.
Says, but I can do you the most perfect lawn, LOL.
Yeah. I don't remember. I thought I did these all. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. That's asparagus. Each one of those is a what do you call them? Not a clump, but anyway, they're getting watered. This is West Texas after all.
Jack in the shop says,
okay.
Why? Mrs. Green Thumb says, nice.
Actually, it looks horrible. The ground over here is real dry. All right, let's see if I can shut this thing down by going to the start. It's still booting up, guys.
TK's D Prince says, get some beetroot growing in there. Mrs. Green Thumb says,
it's not shutting down.
You sometimes need shades.
Shades? This is still booting up. I wonder.
Mrs. Green Thumb says, yeah, shaded cloth for the garden. Mrs. Green Thumb.
Did I just kill it?
Says, Texas get too hot.
Yes, I did. Okay. Let's pull power on this thing. Let me put it up on the bench. Yeah, I've got some green stuff that's like, I think it's like a green nylon type of covering. I need to go ahead and put it out there over it, kind of like that. And I do have it over there. All right, so let me bring this monstrosity up here. Let's take all these back off so I can do this. Get all these cables out of here. Yeah, this is the Retro Tech Stream, Mrs. Green Thumb. I think this marks the 8th episode, guys. I thank all of you for putting up with my nonsense. It's a bunch of old junk with a lot of dust on it. Maybe we'll play a game on one of these machines one of these days, or two. All right, let's set that there. USB. Let me put it back up on the shelf. And then before I fire it back up again, and I need to stop using that term. Before I turn it back on, I'm going to plug this other fan in. All right, so I'm getting my exercise today. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. All right. Let me flip over to the overhead cam. Here we go. We're at the ceiling cam. And see right here, this is kind of hard to move sideways.
Jack in the shop says, "Is that a mobile computer?"
It's an immobile computer. What the heck is this? I'm on the other side. Right here. Yay! So right here, this one has got
Mrs. Green Thumb
some little pins on it.
says, "LOL."
And,
Jack
and
in the
it
shop
came off the other one.
says, "Got wheels will travel."
Yeah, and it does have wheels. I guess I can just do it this way. Man, that's tough. That's tough to get in there no matter what.
Jeff Robinson says, "ATX board."
It's a Soyo chipset. What do we say to have Pentium 2 on here, guys? What I don't understand is why that says
Jack in the shop
C64.
"Where is the RGB LEDs?"
Right? This is extra fans. I'm going to cut these off. I hate to just cut them off. I just want to slip it in there. Maybe just the one is all I need. Yeah, what happened was it pulled off because the strain on it. What happens if I put it over here? No strains. I guess I could just rotate it. Yeah, let me do that. All right, let's go ahead and chop this off. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Now I'm going to rotate it, so let's get these out of here. Lord. Should come right out of there. Yeah. Yeah, so this thing, this thing's 15 to 17 watts. And it's definitely a 120 fan. This thing will definitely blow. And thanks for the follow, Jack. I can see it there barely. I guess that's notifications.
Mrs. Green Thumb says, "Is this a hobby?"
Yeah, it is a hobby for certain. It's something I've done for forever though. I've been a computer tech all my life, and back then, back in the 90s, and actually this is a 2000 computer. Now that I'm thinking about it, if nothing else, the motherboard, the case might be 90s, I believe. But yeah, back then we used to put them together and stuff, and it's one of my old
Mrs.
systems.
Green Thumb says, "Wow, cool."
I'm secretly looking for my old bulletin board system software that I have a sneaky feeling the hard drive's already died. But I don't remember if this was it. I have a bunch of hard drives to check, but I needed to get a computer up and running, and I was doing it.
Jack in the Shop says, "Mine was DOS Telex." Mrs. Green Thumb says, "Do you recycle the parts?"
I was doing this, yes. I try. I've been trying to get into e-recycling for a while now, too. But this stuff you can't hardly find, and the stuff that you can get, people are so worried about their data on their hard drive, and I understand. What I've been doing is I've been going and picking up computers and just trashing the hard drive right there in front of them, and then taking the computer, and I've got a video card, a motherboard, a processor, etc. But I was trying to get this one running, but I need another card on here to hook up at the very least, a floppy drive, so I can put software in it. But it's just a matter of multiple attempts to get the thing done.
Mrs. Green Thumb
I've got
says, "We donate our old PC and etc. to this place that raise money for kids."
yeah, there are places like that too. Yes, I've even gone into like the Salvation Army and stuff, thinking, well, maybe I can buy some of this stuff, and there's not even things out there. All right, so I'm going to put this back in with the cable plug, like this, so that I can just plug it in and wire it up. Yeah, and it won't, well, at least it'll be easier to put on there, I guess. Maybe. And I'll look at that card over there, make sure it's not touching anywhere or anything like that. I think maybe the deal was that that it's overheating, and that's why I've got these fans in here. Of course, it doesn't help without a cover for the case, and I'm pretty certain I have one somewhere. Although by the looks of it, I think it's been open this whole time. So maybe I don't have one.
Jack in the shop says, that is too close to the case with no vent.
Yeah. Yeah, but as you can see though, this is the way it's
Mrs. Green
worked.
Thumb says, have you done any more work on the Dalek?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was working on the iStock.
Jeff's Train World Ho, N.O. Gauge
And
says,
and got it done.
are you figuring it out?
And yeah, Jeff, we got it to boot. And I also have been doing the plunger. I redid a plunger. And I guess this weekend, I'm not certain if I'm going to do anything with it this weekend. I've got some parts. Well, it depends.
Jeff's Train World Ho,
If I get the
N.O.
adapter
Gauge
for the CNC, it's going to be
says,
CNC
awesome.
weekend. If not, it's going to be the Dalek and something else. Okay. Let's put another one down there.
Jeff Robinson says, you can do a BBS on the Commodore C64. Are there still BBS systems on Windows? I know that there are still ham radio BBS.
Yeah, Jeff.
Jeff's Train World Ho,
And
N.O.
I do want to do that,
says,
Jeff. I'm trying to find
I'm
my
going
original
to build a mini-oid house.
my original bulletin board system, but I think it's long gone. I probably have the software. I could probably try to set it up again and such. And then I need to find out how to connect it to the net. And I'm not certain if it would be Telnet or if it would be IP.
Jeff's Train World Ho, N.O. Gauge says, I'm thinking of building a Hane radio.
Well, dude, there's lots of kits that you can make. I actually have a transceiver kit that I got that I haven't ever built.
Jeff's Train World Ho, N.O. Gauge says, ham.
Yes, sir. Maybe if I can get this.
Jeff's Train World Ho, N.O. Gauge says, who sells the kits?
This was, I can't remember the name of the company, but it was a Receive Transmit Ensemble or something like that. And then there's software defined radio. You can use a Raspberry Pi, I think.
Jeff Robinson says, PuTTY is a terminal node eliminator.
Really? You log on with PuTTY, but what's the protocol that it uses? Is it Secure Shell or is it Telnet?
Jack in the shop says, HiveKit has a lot of ham kits.
Are they back, Jack?
Jeff's Train World Ho, N.O. Gauge says, cool.
What am I putting these on backwards or what? I don't think I am.
Jeff's Train World Ho, N.O. Gauge says, there is no electronics stores anymore.
Right?
Jack in the shop
Okay.
says. Heathkit, I mean.
Yeah,
Jeff
Heathkit is what I was thinking
NO
about.
Gauge says. I miss Radio Shack, LOL.
Oh, I agree. All right, I think I got this one this time. I think those were bad. There we go. Nope. Nope. I think these are just breaking. The little tab's
Jeff
broken.
Robinson says. PUTTY is a free implementation of SSH and Telnet for Windows and Unix platforms,
Yes.
along with Insturm Terminal Emulator.
Yes, I use PuTTY all the time in the classes that I give to connect through the command line interface. And I understand that it has both secure shell and telnet. You can actually put an IP address in, or you can connect via a COM port. I didn't know that that's what you would do. I guess you have a you have an IP address and you go connect to it, right? Okay. Hey guys, those tie wraps, the little clip that holds or that locks it, it was breaking. Come on. Come on. Much better.
Jeff Robinson says. It also can emulate control sequences from Sturm VT220, VT102 or ECMA 48 terminal emulation, and allows local, remote, or dynamic port forwarding with SSH.
Yes, yes, and
Jack
we definitely want
says,
SSH.
Ever watched Star Wars on Telnet?
Jeff, we need to get together, man. What you're telling me isn't foreign to me. I just don't know where to and where not. That's all. Okay, this is probably okay. Let me look at this. No, I think it. Yeah, these are hard on here, guys. These ports right here, the USB ports. I think it just rebooted because it rebooted because it rebooted. This needs to go up to the DVD that we don't got up there. Oh. All right. I'm thinking firing it up one more time. I'm throwing those tie wraps away. If this is laying on its side, is it going to be okay? Can I tie this up here? Yeesh. Like that. That would be nice, huh? I'm using wire. Let me go get some more wire. That'll be enough. Hey Jeff, the word I was trying to remember the other day was net. You guys check in on any type of net? All right, I guess for now I can do this. There, it's now suspended above there. There's a fan here. This fan, yeah, it is plugged into the power supply. Okay. Trying to get this stuff out of the way, I guess. Well, that's right in the way, isn't it?
Jack in the shop says, connect telnet to tower blinking lights NL might be dead now.
Slide, display capture, PDF, scrolling text is off. What is this? Window capture, audio. I'm trying to turn this stuff off that's in the way, guys.
Jeff Robinson says, yes, a local VHF and UHF net.
A local VHF and UHF, I gotcha. Okay, all projects is being moved to down here. And sound alerts is that one. Let me stick that in the corner. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Let's stick that one in the corner right there. Okay, so
Jack in the shop.
the board doesn't look too bad as far as
I
cleanliness.
built a HF rig that fit in a Tic Tac box once.
Was it a Mighty Max? Michigan Mighty Max? Woo! Yeah, I probably should take this thing totally apart and clean it all up. All right, one more power up. And then we're going to call it quits. Look at, I don't know if you can see it, but the fan's just blowing the stuff out. Wow. I think I'm going to fit a little wooden deal on here. All right, so here we got a keyboard. Okay, let's bring back some video. You know, there is a network card on here. I just don't know. I don't know if it's a network card, or a Lantastic card. Oh. Oh, and the CPU fans are not moving. I don't like that. All right, let's kill this power for a second. Actually, this works a lot better this way because I can get to it a little bit better. Let's see, make sure we don't have any power or anything.
Says, yeah, that is what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me make sure it's plugged in or not, or yeah, it is plugged in. Okay. All right, let me see if I can take these off.
Jack in the shop says, see if they spin by hand.
Yeah, they do. I'm thinking the CPU should come off like that, right? There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. So here's our CPU and CPU and fans, and it's pretty dirty. Anyway, so I probably need to take it apart. I don't remember if between here there's any. I guess I could just always get some too, and I might even have some thermal grease. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to think if I have any more Pentium 2s laying around too. But yeah, I think there's some thermal grease there. I'll probably have to get some more.
Jack in the shop says, hold the fan blades still if you blow out the heatsink.
Yeah, definitely to where it doesn't. But the thing is they weren't turning though. But you know what? I am. I'll go ahead and hold it like this and blow them out and put it back in. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I don't have anything in that socket. Because when I pulled that out, a bunch of garbage dropped in there, right there. Woo! All right, let me go blow this thing out.
Jack in the shop says, there goes the air.
Alrighty. That's a little better. If it works. Alright, let's see if we can get it back in here. Wait, and it was like this. Yeah, I got to put it back in there the right way. Alright. So it's all the way down. Let me try to hold the board. Get it down in there. And I think that's in there. Yep. All right, let's put this back. I know it's kind of hard to see, in fact, impossible to see right now. But trust me, I'm trying to get it right in there.
Jeff Robinson says, you might look at the SMT TARP Nino TNC from RPC Electronics LLC.
Are you talking to Jeff? All right. That looks now like that can be powered up. Let's see if they turn. They were spinning though. I mean, so we'll see. Heck, maybe that's the whole reason why these fans are on here. That'd be interesting. Because I think I inherited this from somebody else, and I used it for a long time. And he says, yeah, you gotta have those fans going on it. So I think we're ready to power this up, guys. Let me put my mouse back in. Let me hold my mouse right. Okay, we got power there. We got power to the system. Oh, in fact, I didn't mean to do that. It turned itself on. And it's booting up. Which is good. We can see all the dust flying in the air, guys, on camera. It's scary when it goes dark like that, and then it comes back, right? Hey, the fans are spinning down there.
Customize a screen printing. Says, is those small fans working okay, Kilroy?
Yes, they are. Listen. See? Yeah, they're there. Good, good, good. All right. Control-Alt-Delete. Enter. There we go, guys. So, is it built into Windows 90, or I'm sorry, to Windows XP,
Customize a screen printing.
that if you go a certain amount of time,
Awesome, Kilroy.
yes, if you go a
Jeff
certain
Robinson
amount of time, does it
The
automatically
older boards had a fan
reset?
on the chip.
Well, there are two fans, guys, and the mouse is working. Yeah, this video card's an ATI Radeon. That's all it says on there. I wonder what network card this is. Well, I guess I could look at it and see if it's a regular network card. If this thing ever boots up to where I can go and check stuff, I bet it's got a lot of stuff loading up, maybe even malware, etc. Who knows?
Patrick Kennedy
Hey, Patrick!
says, there is a few cracks on the screen.
There are a few cracks on the screen, yes.
Jack in the shop.
I do believe that this was my main BBS computer back in the day. But I don't think the BBS software is on
Jack
here.
in the shop says, 6.
Yep. I gotta straighten this up too. Close enough. Here, I'll do this. Well, it's not busy anymore. Yeah, I guess it still is. No, it's not. It's not. Let's see. Can I go down? Yeah, it is. I wonder what's loading. You know, I remember now, if you hold down the left shift key, left control key, it doesn't boot up all the startup stuff. It's trying to respond. Yeah, it's still loading, booting, whatever it's doing. The Simpsons. Shortcut to ZZ Top.
Snockrash for Canada.
George Carlin.
Says, you just rebooting for the background image L.
I am, man. Neverwinter Nights. Yeah, I think this thing does have a network card on instead of a Lantastic card.
Jack in the Shop says, the pain of mechanical spinning hard disks.
Yes. And fans. Don't forget the fans. Look, I got fireworks on this thing. Look! Asheron's Call. Let's look at all programs. Some items cannot be shown. There's not enough room to show the items. Come on. Oh, it just rebooted. Yeah, that's not good. You know, it sounds like the hard drive itself is powering down.
Patrick Kennedy says, I have an AC box somewhere.
Here, I'm going to Control-Alt-Delete it again. Hopefully. No, maybe not. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to hold down the left control key. It is the left control key, isn't it? Or is it the left shift key? To not load the startup programs. I think it's hitting something on the hard drive that's restarting it. This looks different. Ah, here we go. I'm still going to hold the key. Control-Delete. My secret password. Loading personal settings. I'm holding down. Still holding it down. Is it booting up yet? When do I let go? So is it left control or left shift? I forget. Holding the left control did this. Let's see if it reboots again. If it does, then it's something on the hard drive that's causing it to reboot. I say that.
Snockrash for Canada says, looks like safe boot.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So, can we access startup? Nope, still busy. All right. Well, anyway, I didn't mean to boot this one up, but it'll work. Yeah, there come the desktop icons. If it reboots on us, then we know there's definitely something wrong. Well, yeah, I still have a hourglass.
Jack in the shop says, you did not boot it up, you bootied it up.
I bootied it up, yes. I am bootying it up. There it goes.
What is going on here? Today I got a call about the baby night. They had been found tucked inside of a closet while the couple was home. And
All right. So I guess a good check would be to boot this thing up with a different hard drive and a different operating system. Anyway, guys, that's a good place, I think, to stop. How come you don't see my hands? Oh, because you're way lower than that. I think it's a good place to stop. At least this thing's running, kind of. Now to figure out at some point why it's rebooting. So on this one, I guess I'll put a little note if I can find my little notes.
Snockrasher Canada says, night all, I had fun.
Thanks, Jeff. Really appreciate it, man. Great to have you here. We'll see what next weekend brings, or what next Retro Friday brings. Here we go. Boots to XP, then reboots. And my guess is it'll do the same thing here. Anyway, I'll let this thing boot up, and then, guys, let me see, let me thank you all who were here. I can't because I can't see the screen, because this big box is in the way. Wow, we had 218 comments, guys. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Night all, definitely, Jeff. Jack, you take care. Patrick, thanks for showing up, bud. Appreciate it. Joey, Jeff, and Jeff, I need to look.
Jack in the shop
I need to look at some of that information you were
see ya.
talking about it talking about it, talking about
Snarcrush Canada says.
oh,
Thumbs up all.
there it goes. It rebooted
Jeff
again.
Robinson.
So
Says. Run a check on the hard drive.
it sounds like the hard drive's just dying. That's what it sounds like. It really does. I don't even think I'm going to be able to do that. Let me go ahead and kill it. I don't think it's the OS at all. All right, so what? Come on, focus. Even if it's on a... Look at that. Look how dry my fingers are. Here we go. I'm just running through. Jeff, thanks for being here of Jeff's Train World. How far back do we go?
Kennedy
Mrs. Green Thumb, thank
says,
you for being here also.
I got sandblatted today.
Yeah, I bet, man. If I miss you, my apologies. TK from TK's 3D Printing, or 3D Prints. Anyway, I'm just going back, make sure I didn't miss anybody. So far, so good.
Customize the screen printing.
Appreciate all you
Says,
guys.
Camera is blurry, Kilroy.
Yeah, it's not focusing. I don't know why. Cheap cameras, huh? I'm just scrolling through this stuff, and I'm going to go ahead. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon. Thank you for stopping by also. Appreciate it. Rockin' Woodworks. Eloy. And definitely customizes screen printing. I'm assuming you're Joey, right? Because I think that's what the name of your channel is, which is...
Jeff Robinson says, Pecan Shell Blast.
It's probably...
Customize the screen printing. Says, yes.
Yes. How's your stuff going on over there? I noticed that you were doing some karaoke stuff. I just haven't had a chance to even check. And then your usual... when is it? Saturday streams? How's the karaoke doing? Okay, guys, I think I got almost to the end. I'm going to go wash my hands. Oh, yeah, Storm v Shadow. I've played Ark Survival with him. Hey, Storm, 551 Valguero is up. El 551 Valguero está andando. Kilroy's World. And I guess that's it. Well, anyway, guys, a little over 2 hours. Live long and prosper.
Customize the screen printing. Says, we are not going to have it this Saturday and Sunday. I got sick. I am getting better, my friend.
I got you. Well, good health to you. Live long and prosper, and no matter what you do, guys, do it just for fun. See you guys on the Sunday stream if you want to see. I'm not certain.
Customize the screen printing.
Might do some more
Says,
laser.
Karaoke channel.
Maybe even do some CNC stuff if I get the clamp for the spindle. But anyway, with that, good night. Rest well. See you guys the next one.
Customize the screen printing. Says, not Saturday and Sunday.
Well, look Joey up. Look up customizes screen printing. Good night, guys. Bye.